Hey folks, Species 7 here, and I'm back down on the farm just finishing another mowing mission. Trying to build up the cash reserves a little bit while I debate what to do with them once we got them. So I hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday evening. A little later recording this episode than usual because for some reason I ended up recording an extra long episode of one of my other Let's Plays, and thanks to doing that it took extra long to upload it and render it and do all of that, so I kind of been off the machine most of the day. So there we go. And there we go. So we're sitting at 123k. And last episode we bought some sheep and I just checked on them. They're all healthy and happy and doing fine. So yeah, I'd really like these guys to be able to finish this sort of thing a little quicker, but we have pretty low end gear right now. And surprisingly enough, well, this could all be done in one operation. Once you get away from these sort of first tier seeders, most of them will cultivate and seed pretty much anything shy, unless you've just cut corn out of the field where it leaves the huge stalks. So that saves you having to run both the jobs you see going on there. You know, because I've got my Green Buer tractor. He's doing the cultivating on this field, and he's probably pretty close to done. He might have one more run to go. Yeah, it looks like he does. And then we've got our little tiny Kramer way down there, and he's of course sowing some more canola onto the field. So I don't know what possessed him to stop there for a second, but he just slowing down to catch up so we could jump in. Water shortage. No, I don't yet have a front end loader. That was another thing I was considering purchasing, but truth be told, other than the missions, which don't usually pay as well as the mowing missions just because it's really hard to make the time bonuses, but they also tend to cover a lot of distance and take up a fair bit of time. So yeah, not a big fan. Not a big fan. And we don't actually strictly need one until we're either A, ready to move bales around into various gear, or pick up pallets of wool and put them on the trailer. And we're frankly not ready to do either, so. But one thing I do see that is sadly lacking in this whole thing is the speed of this entire cultivating and seeding process. There we go. You know, I mean, now I'm finished cultivating. He started out, I think, 2 or 3 rows ahead, so you can see how much slower the seeder is than even the cultivator at this point. And upgrading the cultivator for an item that's going to become used probably less and less until we get into doing huge fields of corn for chaff. And by the time we start doing that, we can afford to buy a better cultivator, and they're fairly cheap. So I'm thinking the thing to do might just be to get a better seeder on the job. So might just be the ticket indeed, because that cultivator will pretty much last us for the rest of our days. Yeah, I think it will. Whoa. Well, we'll accept that. Having an extra 6 or 7 grand in the bank isn't going to hurt. So I think we will indeed do that. Oh, here it is right in front of us. How's that for convenient? Okay, that's getting in the way. And turn on our mower. Turn on our cruise control, and let's get this done. get all of this trimmed up. I won't show too many more of these mowing missions. It's even though this is basically a game about repetition when you get right down to it. I suppose the mowing missions are probably not the high-end scale for enjoyable repetition in this game. I mean, they're interesting to do because it's one of those things, you certainly can't hire a worker. Although I'm sure somebody will eventually hire a script that'll allow it. But, yeah. Doing long rectangular turns around the same patches of grass. So I mean, between the two mowing mission sites and two different patches in each site, you mow the same 4 patches of grass for the entire game. So, as much as I appreciate the missions being there for their early money potential, and it is only the early, once you actually start, you know, you get 5 or 6 fields that you can harvest and you're pulling 200k down every time you harvest all your fields. Then you don't need to be doing missions anymore. That's for sure. And I figured that would do it. Nice. So we're at 133,000. Okay. And the F key to turn off his headlights. And let's head back over to the farm. Sheep are still doing fine. Oh, look, they're all pigging out in the trough. Hey, guys. Huh? You hear him chewing? Holy crap. Chew with your mouth shut. That's disgusting. All of you. Wow. Oh, didn't mean to offend you. Oh, no, hey. Hey. It's okay. Dude. Oh. I didn't know sheep had such sensitive feelings. Well, live and learn. Yeah, see, this guy's just blundering along at a horribly slow rate. I don't know. That's almost depressing. I think that what me maybe wants to do is take a little waddle down to the local market. That's what I'm thinking. Seeing as we do certainly have time to kill. And I think the item that we're gonna buy is gonna eat a pretty damn good chunk of what we have there. It's probably gonna leave us about 50k when we're done. So, and yeah, this obviously I'm using the force to drive this tractor right now, because if we briefly switch to the inside view, you can see that, well, I suppose you could do it. Oh, it won't let me out of that view with that thing in the way either. There we go. But, yeah. I wonder if it would help if we lower that. Does that really help view at all? Not so much, eh? Well, let me see a little further down the road. Okay, whoop. And let's get out and yeah, like I said, I can, if we actually wanted to speed things along, we could grab a chunk of change out of the bank, but I think what we really need to get ourselves at this point, see, cultivators are fairly cheap even for a big one. That's twice the size what we're using now. That one's more than twice the size, so yeah, I think that's the biggest one actually, 7.5 meters. So yeah. Plows, here we go. But once you get into sewing machines, well, that's 3 meters. See, that's the same size. This is a 6 meter. Once you go a little quicker. But this is the one I really like to have. It's got an 8-meter width. Yeah. This one actually will completely cultivate, like you don't even have to, you can follow a plow with these two, so I think we are going to buy one of those. Grazie. No, thank you. So 45,000 now. That definitely, that's amazing how I can always walk out the wrong direction in this store. Oh, God. It's funny, in real life I actually have a pretty damn good sense of direction. So here's what we get for our money. That's, well, you get a lot of tires. Give you that. You do get a lot of tires. Alrighty. Let's get her hooked up and get her home. Because this is going to really speed up our time. Yeah, I'm hoping that they are going to supply a patch for that, because I think it's a bug. You'll notice that it's telling me that I have 28% of my accessories filled, but truth be told, that's 28%. The only thing I have at all is this. My sprayer's at 28%. So I'm going to fill that the rest of the way up. I gotta pick the front. There we go. Okay, it's full 1750, so it represents 30% of what I can carry. The other 70% is seeds. But truth be told, how the hell would you really know that? You know? So yeah, I don't like that. It didn't used to do that. If you were on your front implement, it gave you how much you had in the front implement. If you were on the rear, it gave you how much was on the rear. So, even though I am going to hire a worker here, there we go. I do need to put some in there just to make this actually work. And that should do. I want to spend all of our money. Not on seeds when I can spend it on different new toys. Let's get some lights going here. Alright, how far is our little mini dude? Oh, right. No way. He finished in the amount of time it took me to go to the store? What the hell? That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, man. Alright, well then. Oh, God. I'll have to try that again. I'm just going to spray this field then, and we'll put her into 120 time. Let's see how that steads us now. It's not this field I want to spray. It's the other one. So, and fire up the sprayer. There we go. See, now if I had the seeder running, it would be covering damn near the same area. Well, it would to the right hand side of me. So, as you can see, that would speed the process up incredibly. Oh, come on. I really don't think they should go and lock up all the controls. As you guys know, that is kind of a pet peeve of mine. Oops. But that's okay. There's so many other things I like about this game, that those little tiny sort of annoyance things And I suppose if you knew you were going to do a job, it's only a couple of clicks to get into the menu and tell it to not display missions for a few minutes, you know. I'm kind of doing a sloppy spray job here. Sorry about that, folks. I'm usually quite picky about it. I just don't want to shift my camera angle around right here. And it's not the best. There we go. Okay. So that is all done. From now on, it's not going to take us nearly that long to do these particular jobs. So I can sell that other seeder. That should get us $1 or $2. Actually, no, I don't think I will. I think I will garage the other seeder, as a matter of fact. Yes, sirree. And keep it for when we get into the point where we need to plant grass and such on fields. Then I can just leave it wherever that wherever we decide we're going to do our grass planting and that sort of thing. So I'm going to drop him, it, and I'm going to drop, yeah, I will take that, this one, put the weight back on, and probably roar off and do that mission. And then I'll speed up time, and then we'll be ready for another harvest. And I'll try and do a couple of missions off screen, see if I can't get enough together for that other field. How does that sound? So, this has been Species 7. We've been down on the farm getting some work done. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Not terribly long, but should work for us. So until next time, have yourselves a wonderful day. Ciao for now, folks.